Okay, so we're about to dive into an ancient ritual, but I promise you, this is way more than just a history lesson. What we're really looking at is a profound, God designed answer to a question that, honestly, people are still asking today. And that's the question, isn't it? If God is completely, perfectly holy, and we, well, aren't, how is a connection even possible? It's a huge problem. It's the one ancient Israel was facing, and if we're being honest, it's a question we still wrestle with. So God's answer wasn't a long lecture or a list of rules, it was an experience. He set up this whole system of offerings, of physical, hands-on drama that was designed to teach people how to draw near to him. This was something you did, not just something you heard about. Now, right at the very heart of this system was what's called the whole burnt offering. And the most important word there is whole. See, with other offerings, the priests or the worshipers might eat some of it, but not this one. With this sacrifice, everything went to God. It was totally consumed by fire, a powerful picture of a complete, all-in, costly surrender. I love this description, a divinely instituted drama. You have to remember, most people back then didn't have their own personal copy of the scriptures. So these rituals, they became living visual sermons. They were physically acting out these massive spiritual truths about sin, about forgiveness, and about what it takes to have communion with God. So let's break this drama down piece by piece, because every single action, every little requirement in this offering was just packed with meaning. It was all designed to teach the worshiper, and to teach us, something really important about God and what it means to approach him. First off, the sacrifice had to cost you something. It had to be a real sacrifice. You couldn't just go grab a wild animal. No, it had to come from your own flock, your own herd, from your livelihood. King David just nails it when he says, "I will not offer what costs me nothing." An easy sacrifice isn't really a sacrifice at all. And then there's this. The animal had to be perfect, without a single blemish. This wasn't just about giving God your best, though that's part of it. It was a physical picture of a deep spiritual truth. It showed the kind of absolute perfection required to stand before a holy God, which, let's face it, is a standard none of us can meet on our own. And that brings us to the most critical moment in the whole drama. The worshiper brings this perfect animal, and then they do something incredibly personal. They physically press their hand on the animal's head right before it's sacrificed. This wasn't some distant ritual done by a priest for them. It was a deeply personal, hands-on act. So what did that simple press of the hand actually mean? Well, theologically, it was huge. It was doing three things all at once. First, it was about transference. My sin, my imperfection, is being placed onto this animal. Second, identification. This animal is now taking my place. It's my substitute. And third, ownership. This is my offering. I'm the one giving it. That single, powerful action is the very core of what we call substitutionary atonement. But here's the thing about this whole system. All the bulls, all the goats, the endless repetition, it was never meant to be the final answer. In fact, it was kind of the opposite. It was a constant, bloody reminder that sin has a cost, and it was designed to create this deep longing for something, or really someone, much, much greater. And this just lays it out so clearly. The animal sacrifices, they were just a shadow of what was to come. Christ's sacrifice, that's the permanent reality. The old system was a constant reminder of sin, but Christ, he's a constant reminder of grace. Those sacrifices had to be done over and over and over. His was done once, for all time. This is it. This is the fulfillment of everything we've been talking about. Jesus himself said he came to give his life as a ransom. He is the perfect, unblemished offering. He is the substitute who takes our place. He is the ultimate, final, complete, whole burnt offering whose one-time sacrifice made things right between us and God forever. Okay, so if Jesus fulfilled the whole system, what's that mean for us today? Does the idea of the whole burnt offering just go away? Not at all. It gets transformed into a whole new kind of response from us. You know, one of the most beautiful things about that old system was how accessible it was. If you were rich, sure, you could bring a bull, but you could also bring a goat. Or if you were poor, you could just bring a pigeon. And God said that the offering from the poorest person, when given from the right heart, was just as much a pleasing aroma as the most expensive bull. It was never about the price tag. It was always about the heart. Which brings us right back to now. If Christ made the final sacrifice, what's left for us to give? Well, the New Testament takes that old idea and flips it on its head. It calls us to offer our bodies, our whole lives, as a living sacrifice. The principle of the whole burnt offering doesn't vanish. It gets deeper. It becomes a call to a total, costly, all-in surrender, not to earn God's love, but as a grateful response to the grace we've already been given. So the real question for us isn't just, what does that look like? It's, what part of your life are you still holding back from the altar?